One finger at a time, Malaysians voted for change.
Guys, you will never see a night like this. One thing Najib did good was he united Malaysia.
On May 10th, opposition leader Mahathir Mohamad, who's 92, and his coalition swept to power, a shock win for the Southeast Asian country. Its first peaceful democratic transition of power since independence in 1957. So what challenges lie ahead? Malaysia's new Prime Minister Mahathir is also an all-political titan, having been in power from 1981 to 2003. He industrialized Malaysia, turning it into an Asian tiger, but in the process created a patronage system that's still rife today. Now Mahathir's coalition Pakatan Harapan has unseated former Prime Minister Najib Razak, who's embroiled in a multi-billion-dollar scandal surrounding a government fund, 1MDB. In a break with the past, Mahathir's vowed to tackle the corruption which flourished under Najib's watch and recover the billions of dollars lost from 1MDB.
There is sufficient evidence that an investigation into certain things that has been done by the former Prime Minister has to be done, and if necessary, the rule of law will apply.
Race-based affirmative action policies were introduced after deadly race riots in 1969 to help its ethnic Malay majority catch up economically with the minority Chinese. And while this has narrowed the income gap between the Malays and Chinese, Malays have become reliant on civil service posts and privileges. This system has fostered inefficiency and a brain drain, as the Chinese and other races, frustrated by social inequalities, sought work abroad. Previous governments did not scrap it for fear they would lose the Malay vote. But on May 9th, Malaysians, including many Malays, voted for the multiracial coalition. Some analysts say attitudes are changing.
The results of GE14 can be interpreted in a way that it's a rejection of the old formulas of power sharing, even the race-based politics.
But others are more measured.
Race and religion are deeply embedded into the social and political fabric of the country. UMNO, the dominant party before, as the opposition party, as well as the Islamist party, will continue to harp on race and religion issues as an attempt to try to break and strains within the governing coalition that is now genuinely a more multi-ethnic representation of the country.
When last in power, Mahathir crippled the country's institutions, undermining the judiciary, police, press and civil society. Successive premiers followed his repressive playbook. But 15 years on, Mahathir appears to have changed, promising broad institutional and governance reforms.
We also intend to abolish laws which are oppressive and unfair.
Public pressure for change will create considerable momentum towards political and economic reform.
The government also faces a delicate economic balancing act. The new coalition has promised to abolish a hated 6% goods and services tax because many people can't afford to make ends meet. But economists say getting rid of the GST will increase the government's fiscal deficit, and the coalition's promise to review major investments from China and Singapore could hurt its reputation with foreign investors. Given these challenges, can Mahathir bring the change Malaysia so badly needs?